Welcome back to OT Sports, and welcome back to Conference Tournament Predictions. Today we got the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament Predictions. We've done 7 so far. They're all up on the channel right now. We're doing 3 more today, so later today, the Colonial and the West Coast Conference. Both of those will be up within the next couple hours. And, of course, this video you're watching right now, make sure you subscribe if you're new. We're doing all 32 conferences in college basketball. We also do college football, NFL, NBA, and MLB. So if you're interested in any of those, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications to make sure you don't miss out whenever we upload. As always, my Discord and X are linked in the description. You can join that. You can follow that. Whatever you'd like to do. But let's just get right into this bracket, and we're starting to get into some of the more fun prediction videos to make because we're starting to get in some better conferences. The Missouri Valley conference tournament is going to be a very competitive one. Arch Madness, the whole deal. This is always a very fun tournament, and this year it's pretty important, pretty impactful for the tournament field because you could make the argument Indiana State deserves an at-large. Now, will they end up getting it if they don't win the tournament? Only time will tell. As of right now, I don't know, to be honest. They are right there. I believe they're 28-3, very good record. But they're 26-5. But Drake is right behind them at 25-6. There's some very good teams also in this conference. Bradley is very good. Northern Iowa, Belmont is very competitive as always. Southern Illinois is very good this year. So there's legitimately 6 teams that I think you could make an argument could make the championship game in this tournament. But let's just get right into this first pick here. So we got the 8-9 Murray State taking on Missouri State. This is an interesting little matchup, 8-9 game. I like both these teams kind of similar in KenPom. Murray State is a little bit higher. They're more of an offensive team. Missouri State is a more defensive team, but I like Missouri State in this one just because of their guard play. They have, I believe, 3 guards averaging over 10 plus points per game, I like that over what Missouri State's got. What Murray State's got. Missouri State has a guy averaging almost 18 points per game. Murray State just doesn't have that, so I'm going to go with Missouri State. The 5-12 game, Belmont taking on Valparaiso. Valpo is always at the bottom of this conference, I don't think they really stand a chance here against Belmont. They've been to the tournament many times in recent memory. They know how to get it done in Arch Madness, and I think they will be able to handle business here. Valparaiso is, one of the worst teams in Division I pretty much every year. Illinois State taking on Evansville. This is a little bit of a tough one to predict, honestly. Evansville is lower in KenPom. They're outside the top 200, and they really don't have anything, pointing out that I should pick them. Illinois State is a pretty solid defensive team. But like I said, guard play matters in March, and I don't know why. I'm taking Evansville. I think they can get it done. They got some really nice guard play, Illinois State is a very good team, but you got to take some upsets. I'm gonna take Evansville in this 10-7 upset. Southern Illinois taking on UIC, so University of Illinois Chicago. They're not a very good team. They're actually not the lowest team in this conference. They're higher than I think 2 or 3 teams, but I am going to go with Southern Illinois. I think they could be a sneaky team in this tournament, maybe cause some chaos. I don't know. I'll take Southern Illinois to take care of business against UIC. Moving back up to the top, Indiana State in their first matchup, taking on Missouri State. This is a little bit of a scary game for Indiana State just because we see this happen a lot where teams will lose just because they haven't played a game and the other team gets a little bit of momentum. But I think they should be able to win this one. They're a much better team on paper. They have it's just an overall better team. They have the highest KenPom rating in this conference. I think they should be able to get it done. Their offense is very, very solid. Number 27 in the country, and the defense is inside the top 100. So I think this Indiana State team will be able to move on to the semifinals. Moving to the 4 versus 5, Northern Iowa or Northern Iowa. I don't know why that tripped me up for a second. I don't know what it was going on there in my brain, but yeah, Northern Iowa taking on Belmont. And I am going to go with Belmont here. I like Northern Iowa. They're 107th in KenPom right now. Very all-around solid team. But Belmont, I like that they specialize more in offense. I think that might help them in a conference tournament scenario. Typically, you want to have a more well-rounded team, but I like them in an upset here with their top 100 offense in the country. I think they get some momentum, like I said. In some we see this happen a lot where teams will lose because they haven't played in a while. I think Belmont carries that momentum forward, and I think they move on to the semifinals. The Drake Bulldogs in their first game taking on Evansville. I don't think there's any troubles here. I think Drake and their offense gets it done against Evansville, and I think are definitely one of the best teams in this conference. Are they the best team? We will see as the video goes on. Number 3 seed Bradley taking on Southern Illinois. I really do like Southern Illinois. Like I said, I think they could definitely be sneaky in this tournament, but I am going to go with Bradley. Bradley is actually a very solid team this year. They're 69th right now overall in KenPom, which is way higher than I thought they would be. They're 21-10 on the year, 76th in offense, 70th in defense. They're ahead of bubble teams like Kansas State, Ole Miss, Richmond. They're ahead of some of those names. Memphis, they're ahead of. So right behind Virginia, Oregon, Seton Hall. Bubble teams like that. Providence. So they are a very good team, and I think they can get it done against Southern Illinois. Now we go back up to the top. 1 versus 5. Indiana State taking on Belmont. Belmont gaining a little bit of momentum here. That could be a little bit troublesome, but I think Indiana State gets it done. Belmont does specialize in offense quite a bit, but Indiana State's just better at what they do. They have the higher offense by a long shot, and their defense is better too. So I think Indiana State knows how to play this style a little bit better. I think they're overall more complete than Belmont is. I'm going to take them to move on to the championship game. Now to the 2 versus 3 matchup. Drake taking on Bradley. I really do like this Bradley team. I think this Bradley team could be a dark horse to win this conference. But I am going to go with Drake. I think they're overall more complete, more solid. They have a guy. I'm blanking on the name right now. But he's averaging over 20 points per game. He's like at 22 points per game. At Tucker DeVries, I believe that's his name. Something like that. I don't know if that's 100% right, but he's averaging like 22 a game. And he's experienced. He's a junior. I know that he rebounds the ball. He passes the ball. He's shooting the ball very efficiently. I think Drake gets it done, and like I said, guard play is very important. Drake's top 3 leading scorers are all guards. Like I said, I think Bradley can definitely make some noise in this tournament, but I don't know. I just don't see them getting any farther than this. I think Drake takes him down. So sets up the championship game everybody wants to see. This has some huge tournament implications on the line. Indiana State, can they get an at-large if they lose this game? We will see. But, obviously you don't want to take any chances, so they are trying to win this game desperately. Drake, on the other hand, I don't think they can get an at-large. They are close, but I don't think they're quite there. So they definitely also need to win this game. So both teams coming in here needing a win. Indiana State with a little bit more breathing room than Drake. I think Drake goes in there and they take this one. I think they come out and they want it more. Like I said, they need this one a little bit more than Indiana State does. Now, I'm not saying Indiana State is safely in the tournament because they are definitely not. They right there on the bubble for an at-large bid, and if they lose this one, I don't know if they will get end up getting in. I would love to see both these teams in the tournament. I think they could definitely both these teams could win a game or two. But I just don't know if that's the reality of the bubble this year. We will see. But I am going to take Drake. I think Tucker Devries and all of them. Like I said, their guard play has been amazing this year. Indiana State has a really good team too, though. Robbie Avila is kind of uh, he's kind of an icon right now in the sports. He is a fan favorite. He's averaging like 18 a game, but he is a center. I don't know. I think guard play is a little more important now. Indiana State does have the higher efficiency offense, but Drake does have a little bit of a higher efficiency defense. I don't know. They're neck and neck. Indiana State 46th overall, Drake 55th. Yeah, like I said, they're neck and neck, but I'm gonna give the edge to Drake. I think Tucker Devries can go out there and win them a game. And Indiana State has guys like that too, but I don't know. I just think Drake comes in a little bit more hungry. I think they want it more, and I think they take it and punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. I would love to see both these teams make it, but I just don't know if that's the reality. Only time will tell. So yeah, that's going to do it for the Missouri Valley Arch Madness Conference Tournament predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on the notifications to make sure you don't miss out on any of our videos. We're doing all 32 conference tournament predictions for college basketball. March Madness is almost here. Very exciting time of the year. Later today, we got West Coast Conference and Colonial. Two very, one obviously better than the other, but both will be very fun videos to make, and I'll predict the whole bracket like we always do. As always, my Discord next, a link in the description. You can join that, you can follow that, whatever you'd like to do. But I'll see you guys in a little bit with the West Coast Conference tournament predictions.